I arrived at Queen Esther Hall with a bucket, a foam mattress, and that brand new undergraduate hope that smells like soap. The porter, Baba Monday, signed my name into a ledger thicker than a church Bible. "Room B12, he said, wiping his face with a towel. "You go like AM, you get roommate already, one quiet girl. She don't start class since last week, to tea something very gentle." Relief, I hated loneliness. B12 smelled of detergent and harmattan dust. 2 bunks, 2 lockers, 1 stubborn window. A girl sat on the lower bunk by the louver, scarf tied neat, eyes bright but tired in the way prayer can't cure. "Titi?" I asked. She nodded. "Welcome." Her voice was small but confident. We talked about nothing, lecturers, market prices, the power outage that always came before assignments. By 9 p.m., any PA left, and the hostel hummed its nightly chorus of generators, laughter, and whispered phone calls. Then I heard it, a hymn, soft and slow, "Abide with me." Titi hummed with a calmness that pressed on the skin. At midnight, the tune still lingered. At 2 a.m., the same line repeated like someone trying to remember where they left their breath. When dawn arrived, she stopped, stood, and smiled. "Good morning," she said. "Do you ever sleep?" I asked, trying to joke. She considered. "It's better when I don't." She smiled again, and I realized she hadn't blinked once since the night began. The hostel felt like a closed mouth holding too many whispers. I'd begun to time her humming, started at 12:07, peaked at 3:03. That Tuesday, screams broke the dawn. A nursing student had collapsed at night class. Asthma, they said, shock, evil attack, maybe stress. Back in our room, Titi folded clothes quietly. "We will pray," she murmured. "Did you hear anything last night?" "Many things pass through this campus," she said softly. "Some don't know they've passed." Her calm frightened me more than the news. I went to Baba Monday's lodge. "Please, about my roommate, Titi." He frowned. "Titi who?" "The girl you gave me, B12. He turned the ledger around, finger tracing down. "Only Ezinne here." I blinked. "You told me I had a roommate." He rubbed his bald head. "True, I even see small girl that day. Slim, quiet, I swear she follow you go room, but see," he flipped pages. "The name Dawn vanish, like somebody clean AM, correction fluid sef still wet." He leaned close, uneasy. "Maybe admin Wahala, maybe she no register proper, don't think too much. This hostel get history." "History?" I asked. "Some names day go missing. You hear night noise, you mind your book," he said, and pretended to read something else. I returned to B12. Titi was spreading her bedsheet, calm as rain. "They said your name isn't there," I whispered. She smiled gently. "Names fail sometimes, but rooms remember." That night at 3:03, the hymn rose louder, closer. "Abide with me," she sang, and the me sounded like a crowd. When I whispered, "Who are you singing to?" she paused. Then said, "People who used to be." Curiosity is fear that refuses to keep quiet. That night, I opened the voice recorder on my phone, screen dimmed, microphone pointed toward her bunk. At exactly 12:07, the hymn began. Slow, sure. At 3:03, the air grew heavy, even the curtain stopped moving. The corridor light flickered, though no one passed. She hummed, unbothered, like she'd done this forever. When I played the recording in the morning, my stomach folded on itself. Behind her humming were other voices, faint, overlapping, pleading. A child whispering, "Mummy, I'm cold." An old woman counting under her breath. A boy saying, "I can't find my hall pass." The hymn didn't drown them, it carried them. I went to Baba Monday again. He waved me away. "Don't bring me night talk. I day managed day Wahala already." In chapel, I asked a fellowship sister what hymn it was. I hummed the tune. She froze. "That tempo, we only use it during mortuary vigils. Where did you hear it?" "Nowhere," I lied. Later, I went to the admin office. "Hostel allocation, please." The woman scrolled through her system, nails clicking. "B12 as in only, No to T. What about previous sessions? She searched again. Titileo, 200-level nursing 3 years ago, withdrawn, no reason recorded. That night, when Titi hummed again, I asked, "What does Titileo mean?" She smiled into the dark. "Joy is eternal." "And yours?" "Borrowed." Then she hummed louder, as if to hush me. By week 4, I understood the hostel's grammar. Every knock, every pipe hiss, every night breath that didn't belong to wind. "The cleaner," Mama Rissi said. "That room cold pass refrigerator. Some rooms just day remember old tenants." In class, a guy whispered, "My cousin knew that girl, Titi. They said she started humming after her friend died of asthma in that same hall. They took her home. She never blinked again." When I returned, my Bible sat neatly on my pillow. Titi said, "You left it on the floor." "Do you want to pray?" I asked. "You pray," she said. "I will keep watch." "For what?" She looked toward the window. "Doors, every wall has one." That night I sat awake too. "If I look with you, will it help?" I asked. "Don't look at 303, she said. "Looking invites them." At 301, the air thickened, metallic, expectant. Her humming softened, almost a lullaby. At 303, the louver clicked. No wind. Something leaned against the glass from outside. The temperature dipped, and from behind her hum came whispers like dried paper, foreign tongues brushing the wall. Titi's voice stayed calm. "Stay till dawn." When the air loosened again, she finally blinked. "You look down," she said approvingly. "That's good." "Who are you?" I asked. She smiled faintly. "Busy." The second death hit like rumor déjà vu. A 400-level boy from the viewing center collapsed walking back after a match. "After a brief illness," people chorused again. The hostel grew quieter at night, as if listening. Rain came, pressing its fingers on the window pane. Titi washed her face, tied her scarf, and sat. "What happens if you sleep?" I asked. She didn't look at me. "Doors open, names move." "Who asked you to do this?" Her lips curved slightly. "A girl who didn't want it anymore." "The nursing student." "We keep night for each other," she said. "When one is tired, another holds it till morning." At 303, the hymn began, but the other voice joined too soon. It whispered my name, then my full name, then Alubube. Only my late grandmother ever called me that. I froze. "Don't look," Titi said, voice iron now. "It knows me," I whispered. "It knows doors," she replied, "not hearts." The louver fogged from inside, a faint shape pressing outward, a mouth without lips. Titi's hum rose, firm, unafraid. I joined her, voice trembling. The presence quivered, then ebbed away like smoke remembering sky. "You helped," she said quietly. I couldn't speak. Tears came anyway. She placed her hand on my shoulder, warm and real. For the first time, I felt her heartbeat. It was steady, it was human. And somehow, that was the scariest thing of all. Exams arrived like thieves. Days vanished, nights turned to hymns. One Friday, Baba Monday knocked. "Verification tomorrow, any squatter go shift." He looked inside, hesitated. "I swear say, never mind." He left quickly. That night, Titi said, "I'm tired." "I can try," I heard myself say. "You won't look," she warned gently. "Just hum." At 303, the air turned heavy again, tasting of dust and salt. Voices gathered at the walls, soft and countless. I hummed beside her, my fear steady as a metronome. The window fogged, cleared, fogged again. A child's voice cried, "Mummy," then silence. At 319, the pressure eased. The world remembered itself. Titi smiled, bright, peaceful. "It will ask you again," she said. "On nights when the hostel loses someone, you'll hear your name, just hum." "What about you?" "There's a girl in Block D," she said softly. "She's hearing footsteps. I'll sit with her a while." Morning came, golden and ordinary. During verification, Baba Monday flipped his new ledger. "B12 2 names." He squinted. "Your own neat, the second smudged, Titileo, no surname." That night, I boiled indomie, added too much pepper, and placed a bowl by the window. At 12:07 I sat. At 3:03 I hummed. The air stirred, gentle, curious. It tried my name, then another's. I didn't look, I didn't stop. By dawn, I slept for the first time in weeks. If anyone asks how I survived 100 level, I'll say, I learned that some doors don't open with keys. They open with songs.